Hey everybody, welcome back to 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. I'm your host Lucas with Maurice and Earl. And guys, week 2 of training camp. We have finished up week 1. We are entering week 2 now, and a lot of exciting things going on. Some interesting storylines, a little bit of drama here and there across the NFL. Injuries are starting to pile up. We'll talk about that, of course. Look, I'm not gonna keep on going for too long because I know my man Earl. We might get a sermon on the mount with Earl today, and I got a feeling that that's coming. So let's go ahead and get started with it.
All right. First and foremost, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Hanging in there.
Amen. Amen. Glad to do this with y'all. All right, let's get things started with these Cowboys team news. First and foremost, padded practice is back. Couldn't be more excited. I understand that Shotty's trying to get everything acclimated for this upcoming season, and he's doing a fantastic job. One thing that happened today is he canceled practice on a lot of players due to fighting. He's trying to set a tone of discipline and making sure whoever threw a punch, you out of here. I respect it and understand it. The team definitely needs to understand that as well. It's a mission that they're trying to do and accomplish. Again, I believe this season is going to be special. Everything's got to go according to plan. Brings to my next topic into the first news is that I believe Jerry is really just souring the tempo that Shotty has going for this team. Where there was a situation where there was a commotion about who plays the music during the practices. Everything's alive, energy's jumping, things are booming. Next thing you know, Jerry gets a hold of the aux and plays some Dolly Parton and some Thunderstruck and just killed the whole vibe. Which leads into the injury news dealing with the Dallas Cowboys, where Tyler Guyton suffered a knee injury yesterday at practice where he dodged a bullet. There's no ACL tear. So he's going to be out for the next 4 weeks to 6 weeks, which lines him up more than likely to week 2 in the NFL regular season. So
is he going to be on the PUP at the beginning of the season? Because if he is, he's misses the first 4 or 6 games, right?
Probably not. Probably not. But there's some more injuries that occurred as well. Kalen Carson, going in the second year, he injured his knee. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks. Robert Jones had a neck injury that's pretty much sidelined him. Hakeem Adeniji, head injury. Andrew Booth, head injury. Deuce Vaughn, hamstring. Andrew Booth, hamstring as well. Paris Campbell, MCL. Josh Butler recovering from his ACL, same with Ravel and Diggs, ACL and knee. So that's the injury list that I have for the Cowboys. And then I'm going into my final news where there was a signing that happened with Jake Ferguson. He signed a 4-year deal, $52 million, $30 million guaranteed. In all honesty, I'm not excited about it. There might be a part 2 with Barbershop Talk where I'm to the point now that I'm sick and tired of these contract signings where you slander some of your players under the bus and give players contracts where on a down year, you pay him big dollars. He hasn't proved it. He didn't earn it. He had one good season to occur that he had a phenomenal season. Last season, he got hurt, and you reward him with a big-time contract. I can't accept that, especially with everything that's going on with Micah Parsons getting his contract where you smear his name, you smear Diggs' name, you smear Terrence Steele's name. And I'm starting to see a pattern that comes along with how they handle business, and it really puts it under the R bias that occurs with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not going to go in too much detail about it now, but it might be something that I go through in a barbershop talk. But I'm letting you know, Dallas Cowboys, I'm sick and tired of what y'all are doing, and it makes no sense. You need to play by everything that goes around, that goes your way. I'm tired of it. And I know Cowboys Nation is tired of it, where you slander your star players for no reason. I'm looking at it as calling it down the middle. Be fair with everybody. but you don't smear your big time name guys for no reason, but you want to reward the other person that, oh yeah, they did everything right. They didn't fight for their money. They ran to their money, where I got questions on that. But instead of people fighting and earning their money, you got to show appreciation and respect to everybody who's trying to earn a contract. Work, put their body on the line to get to that point. And I don't like how Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones is handling things with their star players. And I can't accept that.
Well,
Jerry,
let me jump in for 1 second, Earl, and I'm sorry to cut you off. But do you think the media or the writers have any part in that?
that I don't know. But if they're doing this our biasness for ratings, it's a shame. And things need to be called out more on that to definitely put them in their place. It's just, I'm seeing this pattern, and I've seen it the last couple of years. And you know what? I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. I saw this situation where Tony Romo on a down year got his contract, but they slandered DeMarcus Lawrence's name when he had an injury, where they saying they need a war daddy. So they drafted Taco Charlton to be that war daddy, to try to spit on Lawrence's name. And he was just in his third year. Then I see it with Zach Martin. He skips the line on those who's trying to get their contract. You don't smear his name. He gets his contract, and then he retires the next year. Martin finessed you. But when Zeke tried to get his contract, it's a Zeke who?
Yeah,
it makes no. Let me finish. Let me finish. It's a Zeke who? Jalen Smith got his contract. He ran towards it. Jason Witten had double contracts, and he didn't earn it. There's other guys that was stepping up for him, and he was afraid of losing the limelight. It's called competition. My biggest thing with Ferguson is that he had Schoonmaker on his tail. He had John Stevens Jr., who was supposed to be the next big thing, on his heels. And they paid Ferguson where I don't think he earned it. I don't think he earned that contract. But then you throw Diggs' name under the bus, saying that he shouldn't be getting help on the outside. He should be working with the trainers. With him working with the trainers, that's how he got hurt in the first place. They rushed him back after having an ACL tear, then tore up more in his knee. Had to get that fixed. Had to get his guys to work with him, get him back. And now they're throwing his name under the bus. Terrence Steele busted his knee, came back early, smeared his name, even though he got his contract. I'm just seeing a pattern where those who are not colored is getting more of a silver spoon compared to guys of color who gets their name smeared in the limelight. And if it's for ratings, that's bull and shouldn't happen. Everybody earns their contract, but do it right down the middle, Dallas. Like, I don't know what the heck is wrong with you guys. Like, maybe it's just the old mentality or whatnot, but you still got to respect things alongside right down the middle. I digress with that. Let me get to how things are going with practice.
Hold up, Earl. Before, just to clarify for our listeners, you're saying, based off the evidence that you presented, which is good and fair evidence, that you're saying that you believe that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are having racial bias when it comes to contract negotiations with their players. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that our listeners understand that too. Okay, cool. Right. Continue. Sorry.
And for it, I'm not saying that they are racist, but they are showing some odd racist tendencies that you can't question. It's out there clear as day. It seemed like all the African American players are getting ridiculed, while those who are Caucasian are just doing their thing. I just want it down the middle when it comes to it, because it's not fair to those who are trying to earn their contract, that's going through all this hiatus for ratings, instead of fully earning their money and then giving that to them. They're the reason why Dallas really hasn't gotten to where they need to go, is because they wait so long to play their players, to try to spill a rating and so on from there. They should have paid Dak and CD by July. But instead you get one in August and then you get one week 1 of this past season. How does that fit the morale of your team, especially with the mantra on what Dallas is trying to do, especially with what Shotty's trying to do with competition? What that showed was a spit in the face of what he was saying to competition, because Schoonmaker was on Ferguson's heels. And then Ferguson was on a down year and you pay him big time dollar? They did that crap with Michael Gallup and shipped Amari Cooper off just over dealing with a COVID shot. But they said they wouldn't have been able to pay Gallup and pay Amari at the same time. Amari was outplaying Gallup by a mile, but you chose a bum-knee guy who really couldn't do what he needed to. So y'all ended up releasing him. He signed somewhere else and retiring, and now he's back on another team. But you missed out on an opportunity of signing Amari Cooper, who was pretty much the focal point that you could pair with CeeDee Lamb to be your top receiver. It's just those things that are really agitating me. And I don't want to touch too much base on it. I'm going to have to do a barbershop talk. This is the part 2 situation.
Mm-hmm.
But please, let me get back to the practice. I really want to talk about practice. I'm really liking what I'm seeing with the intensity factor of practice. I'm seeing a lot of guys stepping up. I've seen Pickett making some catches, CeeDee Lamb making some catches. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing on the offensive line. The defense, I really like what I'm seeing in the linebacker room. I really like what I'm seeing with those who are stepping up at corner. Khalil Elam, he got a pick. Kamon Hall, he got a pick. Safety Malik Hooker stepping up. He played an Eberflus style of defense, and I think he's right at home where he needs to be. The one question that I have is, why do you have Mozzie playing a 3-tech instead of just fulfilling what he needed to do to be as a 1-tech? This man looks small. He looks slimmed down, and I don't know if I think they're trying to get him fully to get upfield. That's not his game. He clogs the middle. He plugs the middle what he needs to do. But you have this guy trying to get upfield. I'm seeing this guy get pushed off the ball. And I'm already to the point now, you might need to call Christian Wilkins, a.k.a. the Werewolf. I'm team Werewolf with this. Bring his freakiness self in there.
I was about to say, you're going to bring some love to your locker room.
Hey, he's about that Mr. Nasty time. Take it easy on my back now. This dude is where he needs to be, as you need somebody crazy that can plug the middle. I think Wilkins can do that. Dallas, you need to give him a call. No matter the stuff that's going on and off the field, bring that freakish dude in there, whatever you need to do to get the guys on the defensive line. But I'm liking what I'm seeing in practice. I just feel like Jerry Jones just need to sit back, relax, grab a snack, and allow Shotty to cook. Hashtag let Brian cook. Dallas Cowboys, Cowboys Nation. Hashtag let Brian cook. This guy's trying to get you where he needs to go, and I want him to succeed. But that's with everything with the team news and practice. I digress.
Yeah, just to chime in on your team news just a little bit. It feels different with Micah versus CD and Dak in the past. It feels a little bit more divided, and it feels like Micah's taking this more personally than those other two guys did, and maybe he rightfully so. I'm not sure.
I don't think he's taking it personal.
We'll see. I mean, look, realistically, a deal's probably going to get done, but it does feel a little bit more personal this time around.
And the one thing that I would like to ask Mike is, how do you feel about this whole Ferg situation where the fans... Oh, one more thing. I'm proud of the Cowboys Nation who was at practice chanting, "Pay Micah." That meant a lot to me, because I needed them to take a stand with what's going on with Micah. Get this man done. This dude has done absolutely everything he could do. Getting his body right where he needs to be. Playing edge. I thought this dude was going to play linebacker, but this guy can move all around the field. But he wants to play the edge. If he's doing that, he's putting in the work for it. He's doing everything he needs. He's the one that really gave Dallas some juice last season when they needed it, even on a down year. Like, this guy, he's a generational talent. I don't like how they're dealing with him on a generational talent. And I don't know if just Jerry, I'm just to the point now, and I don't wish this on nobody, but Dallas is going to be here without you. When you gone, Dallas is still gonna be here. But for right now, just give us that last hope to just sit back and let Brian cook. But Cowboys Nation, who was there at practice, continue to get those chants. Pay Micah. Raise your voice. Amp it up. Whatever you need to do to get that done. Because they did that Ferg thing as a snapback to what everyone else said. Y'all need to continue to fight back for that. And Cowboys Nation, I'm proud of you for doing that.
Yeah,
But,
it almost feels
digress.
like Jerry's waiting until the Taylor Hendrickson thing gets.
If they do, my question to Micah is, how did you feel about that Ferg signing? Because I think that was a kick in the gut, low blow.
Yeah, I don't think the Henderson signing matters. The T.J. Watt signing mattered because I think Michael's going to get paid more than that. So
and even the Myles Garrett signing as well, what he got. So it's you know you're gonna have to spend dollars, and that's the biggest problem with why Dallas is having a hard time, is that you wait so long to pay your players.
That's a fact.
If you take Dak, even wouldn't have been the highest paid quarterback if you paid him on time.
Yep.
It's simple business. There was an opportunity for you to pay him. You didn't. There was an opportunity for you to pay your players. You didn't when you needed to. You're trying to spew ratings, but you could have completely added more to this team. And you chose to make someone the highest paid player, where even though if they didn't want that to happen, you still should have paid your players on time. They're just lazy with it.
That's fair. That's fair. Mal, unless do you have anything else, or can we?
I'm done.
Okay, the Sermon on the Mount with JT is done. We are going to Mal now, and Mal, can we talk about some news that really broke my heart?
Yeah, you want me to break the news, or you want to break it?
I mean, you are the Giants person here, so I suppose you should.
Bryce Ford Wheaton tore his Achilles in camp.
Dang. Speedy recovery.
Brian Dable said his heart goes out to him. I don't know if he would have gotten any wide receiver reps, but like he was important to y'all's special teams.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's a shame for him. He's been struggling for a while. So wish him well on his recovery. He won't see the field this year. But that does suck. So other injury stuff. Injuries, honestly, we've been pretty good injury-wise. Malik Neighbors got a little banged up yesterday, but he was out there practicing today. Wan'Dale Robinson's been dealing with a small injury. I believe it's something with his hamstring. But other than that, everyone else has been okay. Kay Adams stopped by training camp, and she said that it's a completely different vibe, and that's what all of the content creators are saying. I obviously haven't been able to go since I don't live up there, but from a lot that I interact with and know, they said that the vibe at practice seems a lot different this year. I think that Russ and his leadership have kind of inspired this team. It's something that we've missed at the quarterback position for a long time, is having that veteran presence. And it's doing numbers for the guys, which is great. Cam Scattaboo has had a strong camp.
Yeah.
Evan Neal transitioned over to guard. He's having a strong camp. I'm interested to see how that translates into games. Jackson Dart's been, working out the kinks. He's a rookie, not going to play at all this year, most likely. So for his first training camp, I'm seeing some good things.
I've been hearing good things about Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah, Hyatt's been doing well too. Malik Neighbors, strong camp. Abdul Carter's looking good. I'm more so just interested, like, as a Giants fan now, and I've told you guys this numerous times, like, I'm not going to get excited until I see it translate into games. We'll see how preseason looks. We'll see how we do in our matchups there against the Jets and the Bills. And I don't know who our third preseason matchup is against, but I know for sure it's Jets and Bills. It's always the Jets. So those are two pretty strong rosters right now. So I think we can kind of gauge a little more with our depth. Wide receiver depth is still really, really bare. So I think we need to sign someone else. I don't even care. Like, I guess it doesn't even matter who it is, but we definitely need some more depth.
So what you're saying is that you're going to miss Bryce Ford Wheaton.
Well, yeah, we don't have much depth at wide receiver. We really don't. So, I think like the only healthy ones right now
is an Odell reunion possible.
No.
Okay.
I think it would have happened already.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I I don't foresee Odell coming back. I see him signing a one-day contract and retiring, but I don't see him coming back to play with us. Another cool thing that the Giants do is they bring a lot of their old legends into camp to kind of speak to the players. So like Tom Coughlin was there today. Carl Banks was there yesterday. The day before was Eli Manning. Eli comes quite a few times. So I think that's good stuff, bringing in those Super Bowl champions to kind of talk to the guys and especially the younger ones to get them motivated. But Malik Neighbors just seems like a completely different attitude this year when he went on the Kay Adams show at training camp, just saying how much he appreciates Russell Wilson and how he thinks that, moving forward, he only sees good things happening for the team. So like I said, we shall see. But I won't get too excited until things translate into wins. So that's all I got.
I did want to say I heard Brian Burns talk about how Kayvon has hit another level during training camp this year too.
Yeah, and I think that's due to the competition with Carter and him. I think that we really need Kayvon to be good. We used him and Evan Neal both can't bust, so maybe this is the year for both of them to really take a forward step because Evan Neal seems to be doing a really nice job at guard. So we'll see how it goes because the run game has looked great, and I think that's partly due to him. So we'll see.
All right, so let's go ahead to the Commanders now. I believe a vote to formally approve a stadium will happen this Friday. We're recording Thursday, so it'll actually be happening as this episode released. And I do want to say we didn't record on our normal Tuesday night. No, today's Wednesday. Sorry, today's Wednesday. We didn't get to record because of a crazy incident outside of Mal's apartment, but we're glad that Mal's okay and her apartment's okay.
We're good over here.
Yeah. That being said, Commanders, look, there has been no movement on the Terry McLaurin front. I mean, he showed up. He showed up on Sunday for Fan Day, which is great. Definitely got some fan engagement. That's good. But in terms of contracts, it sounds like they're still pretty far away. It sounds like the team's number is they're not going to go over $30 million per year, which I think is fair. I think for Terry being 30 years old, I think that's fair. I get that he wants to get paid more than Metcalf, and because he's better, and they were in the same draft class. But the price you pay for being an older player drafted.
It's kind of debatable. I don't know what that look is.
I think
that
he's
out
better.
there.
I think he's better than DJ Metcalf. But
DK, you think he's better than DK Metcalf?
Yes, we all had him higher in our rankings too.
That's just a rankings, dude. Like
that's the point of a rankings is to see who's better.
Okay,
we all had him higher than DJ.
You have to take into account the roster, which we didn't do, but we did, but the other receiver we didn't take into account.
Okay, well, my point being here is that it sounds like that's rumored. Yet again, I want to emphasize rumor that the Commanders are going to offer him 2 deals, neither of which are going to be above $30 million per year. And I think for 30, this contract won't even go into effect until he's 31, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, would you? Yeah. With a guy who already has that much tread on his tires, like I think 30 mil being a max is a good year for that. A good amount for that year for a guy who 3 years around 30 million. I think that's what it needs to get done. Now, when it gets done, I have no idea. Like I said, it sounds like he's looking for north of DJ numbers, and it's just not going to happen with a guy at his age. DK. That being said, there are some positives. It was reported that JCM took snaps with the ones during their 2-minute drill. That's interesting. I was high on him. A lot of fans are high on him. A lot of reporters are high on him. He is going to be a part of the offense this year. He's probably not going to start. Brian Robinson has been looking good in training camp. Some other names to look out for. Jordan McGee. Mikey Samerstill. Mikey is a monster in training camp. Jalen Lane is going to be a part of this offense. He's not just going to be a special teams guy. I think he's really going to have a chance to be wide receiver 3 here. He actually had the touchdown of training camp so far. He had let's see, Mikey and Quan Martin on him, and he was able to catch a touchdown for over both of them in the red zone. So that's impressive considering how short Jalen Lane is. Look, he's going to be good. The high praises about him. Tyler Owens the safety room looks elite. The cornerback, I mean, obviously this training camp, everybody's going to be looking pretty good. They're excited for the development of Luke McCaffrey and Ben Sinnott, especially Ben Sinnott. They're thinking he's going to make a big jump this year. Luke McCaffrey, I mean, he's made progress, but here's the thing we also have to remember. He's only played wide receiver for essentially 2 years. He only played wide receiver 1 year in college. Before that, he was a quarterback. So he's going to need a little bit more time than the other guys. Yeah, look, outside of that, the line looks good. And there is a possibility, Dan Quinn did not rule out the possibility of Sam Cosmi being ready for week 1. Now they need to get, do some more evaluations closer to that time. But if he can be back and our offensive line whole, that's a really, really good thing.
It is interesting he was on the PUP list.
Yeah, he's on the PUP list right now, but
he is. Okay, shoot.
I think he is. Is he? I can't remember. Side note, though, guard. Well, technically, he's just an offensive lineman. He can do everything. Nate Herbig retired. We signed him. He missed all last season, but we signed him. He's gone. But we replaced him with Lucas. What's his last name? Lucas Niang. Okay.
What a name. Lucas
Niang. Shout out Lucas, right?
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. Fun fact, I don't know if you guys, I know Maurice knows basketball. I actually used to work with George's Niang's cousin in Virginia Beach out of Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the name comes together.
Yeah, the names come together there. Outside of that, Von Miller has been making his presence known. Everybody's reporting that he still has the best bend off the ball out of everybody in training camp. Pretty impressive there.
Is that good news or bad news?
No, bend, coming around the, for...
I'm just asking.
It's good.
I don't know if that's good news.
It's I'm going with the way that Lake described it. I'm going to say good news.
Wait, okay. So saying that he has the best bend coming off the edge.
Yeah, coming off the edge.
Okay, say it like that because we.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah. I'm still learning football terminology.
It's all good. It happens.
Anyway, besides that, it's just good stuff going around. The defense, I mean, look, there are some days that the defense is better than the offense. It is not because Jaden's not good. It's just the defense, I think, is really going to take
There's always going to be days like that.
Yeah.
Lucas, it's practice.
Yeah, I know.
It's practice.
But I'm actually happy that there's a flip-flop on that. That just means that they're pushing each other.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Iron sharpens iron.
That's what you get.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's... and Ja'Cory, oh gosh, what's the other one? I'm not talking about JCM, I'm talking about the other Ja'Cory Brooks. He's had some good days and then he's had some bad days. But I still think he has a chance to make that 6 wide receiver spot, but we'll see.
Preseason.
Yeah, that's where it's going to matter. Yeah. Anyway, that's I think that's about it. That's about all I got. Any thoughts? Solid. Are we ready to go to the Eagles? Caca.
Yeah.
You guys made a move, right, Maurice?
No, actually, right the day after we recorded, because we actually talked about this, was the Kobe Dean going to be on the PUP list? And then the next day, they put him on the PUP list. Mm-hmm. Look, he's coming back from a torn patella tendon. It's going to take a while. There was no way he was going to be ready week 1. Just absolutely no way. So the first 4 games, he's going to be out. Hopefully, after that, week 5, we can see Kobe Dean back on the field. Training camp news. I was never high on Kiwi Ringo. Actually, the first couple of days, Adoree Jackson was the second corner, starting with the first team.
Did you guys draft him, or was he a free agent?
No, he was
Odor
drafted.
Jackson?
He used to
From the
play
Giants?
for the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I feel like
USC.
Yeah.
The name
Sorry, go
sounded
ahead.
familiar to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was starting with the first team. Keely Ringo was just not wowing people so far in practice. Maybe we need to see it in the games. No, I don't know. To see it in the games. But if Adoree Jackson is our starting corner alongside Quinyon, then we might have an issue. Speaking of corners, Cooper DeJean got some play at safety. Now, why did he get play at safety? Maybe Vic Fangio just wanted some flexibility. He wanted to see maybe they were practicing some type of nickel or dime situation. I don't know. But reports are that he's getting some looks at safety. I really, starting in the first piece of the game, I want to see Andrew Makuba play. That spot is his for the taking. So we need to see. I just need to see game. I need to see gameplay, game day, because practice you only go do so much in practice. Besides that, Jahai Campbell, he's wowing some people on the field in practice.
That's
a lot
not
of the
surprising.
What you say?
I said that's not surprising.
Yeah, he's coming back from a torn labrum. That's why he kind of fell in the draft, but he's getting healthy. He's looking explosive on the field from what everyone is reporting. And listen, if they can get that first round prospect talent on the field with Zach Bond and with everybody else in that defense, it's only going to be a positive.
Mhm.
Tyler Steen, right guard, it's his for the taking. Let's see if this is his year to take that spot. I'm
Tyler
curious.
Steen was the guy that you guys traded for, right?
No, we drafted him.
Who was the guy that you guys traded
Kenyon
for?
Green was the one we traded
Gotcha.
for C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Tyler Steen is his spot to take. That's his right there.
Okay.
Not rookie, I want to say third year player, Terrence Marshall Jr. had a minor setback injury. He looks to be okay, nothing long term. Him and Jahan Dotson is going to be fighting for that third receiver spot. I don't think it's really a competition, but if we can get something from our fourth receiver, that's a positive.
And that's
Johnny,
who again?
say again.
And that's who again?
Terrence Marshall Jr. He's like that fourth receiver. Him and Johnny Wilson are kind of fighting for that spot right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so like I said, we got a lot of young talent on this team. We know who the established stars are. They're going to be ready week one. The younger guys like Marshall, like Steen. I need to see Will Shipley in action as well. And a couple guys on defense, like I mentioned, Keely Ringo. I want to see Sidney Brown. I want to see Makuba. I want to see Jahai Campbell. I want to see Jalen Hunt as well. He's going to be fighting for real starter minutes this season. And he was a project last season, but he came along under Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio's done wonders for a lot of these young guys. So I'm just interested to see what these guys look like next week when our first preseason game happens. Actually, is there a preseason? The Hall of Fame game is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it is.
Thursday.
Yeah, and it's going to be Trey Lance, shout out former Cowboy, and the backup for the Lions. What's his name? Tyler or something.
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker. There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got some football action.
Yes, some football action tomorrow. So if that wraps up Eagles team news and training camp news, let's go to the mailbag. And was there any Eagles mailbag questions?
Yeah, we got one.
Okay.
I kind of answered this. Who's been looking like $1 million and who's been looking like a chump chump change at Eagles training game? A chump. Like I mentioned, the Eagles organization wants Keely Ringo to win that spot. He's on a rookie contract. He's cheap. They don't want to have to bring in a corner off the street. So I know a lot of Eagles fans have been asking for Asante Samuel Jr. He's coming off a neck injury, neck surgery, excuse me. But he's only, I think he's like only 25. So he's young.
Is Kazir White? Is he a cornerback?
No, I think he's a linebacker.
Okay, I was about to say he's still a free agent. I know he's good.
Yeah, he's a linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shout out former WVU guy.
Yeah, they don't want to have to go and look for a corner. They want Ringo to win that spot. We gotta say. But like I said, looking like $1 million right now, Jahai Campbell. He's a top rated player in the draft that just fell into the Eagles' lap. So if we can get that talent from him, then look out. But
all right, cool. All right,
let's answer the mailbag.
Yep. JT, it is your time.
It's time for Who's That Football Player? This player played with the Washington Redskins / Commanders. In the 2011 season, this player had 151 carries for 640 yards, 2 touchdowns, 49 receptions for 379 yards with 1 touchdown. No career awards. Mal, Maurice, as well as myself, who's that football player?
What you got now? I know it's only 2 players.
I feel like this is easy.
Roy Helou?
Are you reading?
No.
Maurice?
You want me to share my screen?
No. It's okay.
I thought she was like,
my
hello?
phone's right here. So.
Like,
no. It's okay.
It's like, Roy,
it's okay.
Hello?
Hello? I don't remember how to pronounce his last name.
Is either him or Mike Sellers?
I don't know, Maurice. What do you think, man?
That's the only 2 I could think of, but I'm going to go with him.
If Mal went with Roy Hello, I'm going to go Mike Sellers.
Earl,
tiebreaker. Is that how you say it? Hello?
Hello, yes. Yeah, hello.
It's Roy Helou Jr., technically. Earl, what you got?
It's Roy Helou Jr. That's my dude. Played in Nebraska.
That is correct.
It was one of the 2, Maurice.
It was only 2 running backs I remember from that team.
Me too.
Yeah.
I liked Roy Helou. He was
the
a
next
fun
season
guy.
Me too. I just hated that he played for y'all.
Yeah. All right,
Cool
now
dude,
we got some poll questions. We actually have a lot of poll questions this week. I'm not apologizing for it, though. I think we have like 2 or 3.
Dang.
We're all about that engagement.
I think our first one was the Micah and Terry one.
All right. Who will get a new contract first, Micah Parsons or Terry McLaurin? People say Terry McLaurin.
I don't know, man. We'll see. At this point, it's kind of hard to say.
I agree with that. Well, both of them are at training camp. That's good.
Say Micah now.
Now another Cowboys question.
Jones, 877 Micah now.
Know what to do.
Who will be running back 1 at the beginning of the week at the beginning? I'm just gonna reword it. No, it's okay. Who will be RB1 at week 1 for the Dallas Cowboys? Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, Jaden Blue, or Juice Vaughn? The people have said Miles Sanders.
I disagree.
I voted Miles Sanders. He's the most established of the group, so.
Earl, you're the Cowboys guy. Your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Miles Sanders. See, I wouldn't crown Jaden Blue the running back 1 this early because it's a reason the coach said that he had lazy tendencies. That lit a fire in Blue to do well in training camp. So keep it up, Jaden Blue. Your time will come. But
we do have
right
one
now,
other.
I think Miles Sanders is the one.
We do have one other NFC East poll now.
Yeah. Which NFC East team needs to sign defensive tackle Christian Wilkins the most? Cowboys, Giants, Commanders, or Eagles? The people have stated the Cowboys.
That's right.
I think so.
Mr. Nasty Time. Take it easy on back now.
That's hypothetically, if they did sign him, would that spell the end for Mozzie Smith?
They would start
that
next to each other.
All I would tell you is that if Mozzie doesn't do well this season, there's fans that are coming for his head. But at the same time, if they sign Christian Wilkins, that will address the one tech situation where Dallas needs to respect one tech. Hashtag Dallas respect one tech.
And also, if they sign Christian Wilkins to a sizable contract, that's less money, more money going somewhere else besides Micah.
Oh, breaking news, guys. Jeremy Fowler announced that the Raiders and left tackle Colton Miller have reached an agreement on a 3-year, $66 million contract extension. Not that it really matters for us. I'm just saying, it's, like, other people can get deals done, but we can't. Our division can't get deals done.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Yeah, speak for yourself.
Yeah,
man.
How
Who have you drafted recently that you had to actually extend?
Dexter Lawrence, Andrew Thomas. They're
okay.
All
those
done.
are easy extensions. And
then the question.
And then Maurice, your front office is arguably the best in the NFL. I don't want to hear anything from you
now. Thank you.
That being said, let's go to the trivia. This is a New York Giants trivia question, and the question is, which RB has the most touchdowns in a single season for the New York Giants with 21? I'll be taking guesses now from each of you. I'll start off with Mal, ladies first, and Giants content creator first.
Joe Morris.
Joe Morris, okay. What you got, Maurice?
I was going to say Joe Morris, too. That's the easy one.
Joe Morris.
You guys are correct. However, I do want to note that some people did not say Joe Morris. Some people said Tiki Barber or Saquon, which is fair.
Was Tiki number 2?
Number 2 was actually Brandon Jacobs with 15.
Yeah.
Wow, so that was a sizable gap there. Oh,
it was like 21. I think like 15 was the second.
And then 14, there were like 3 people tied.
Rodney
Hampton, Otis Anderson. I don't even know who that is. And Tiki Barber.
He was also the touchdown leader that year, Joe Morris.
I made it too easy. I'll do better next time. I'll go for the 70s.
Yeah, oh, jeez. You would. That's the only
anyway, that's a good job, guys. Good job. That being said, before we peace out here, guys, I do want to go over a few things. Fantasy football is around the corner. Dan, our good friend Dan, beat us all last year. One of us got to do better.
Wait, who was in the championship with them?
I forget who. Who was that?
I don't know.
Was it Kyle?
I don't think so.
We're actually one person short. Do you think Kyle wanted to do it again?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, cool. So we'll get Kyle, and then I think we have Becca, Dan, and Cheese. Cheese is going to do it with us.
Cool.
Shout out Cheese. We will have when we draft, which will be. Let me pull up my calendar here real quick, guys. It will be the 26th of August. We are doing our second live episode on YouTube. So make sure that you guys chime in. It is a live episode. We are doing a live fantasy football draft. I will be sharing the screen, at least my screen, on our feed so that you guys can see the draft live along with us and see our reactions. Last time we did a draft episode, it was our first video episode. I think it went fantastically, honestly. And now we have live here, so it's going to be even better. Yeah, that's essentially it there. That was a big announcement that I wanted to make. Anybody going to be able to get out to any preseason games?
No,
I don't think so. Mal, you're not going to go see a Buccaneers game this year?
No, I will, but regular season.
Oh, okay.
My friend's a Patriots fan, so we're probably going to go to that one.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Well, you're a good friend because even when our friends make bad decisions, you can still hang out with them.
Well, he's from New Hampshire. I can't give him too much slack.
I know. I'm just giving your friend grief. Okay. That being said, who wants to play us out today?
Yeah, it's me. So,
all right, go ahead.
I want to thank everybody for listening to this episode of 14 Rings, an NFC East podcast. Consider subscribing to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. And like Lucas just mentioned, we're on YouTube. We do live broadcasts on YouTube. We do the solo episodes. We do sound bites on there, do bloopers. So just check out our YouTube channel, subscribe, and give our videos a thumbs up. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, and also Facebook at 14 Rings and NFC East Podcast. Until next time, have a good day.
Deuces.
Bye, y'all.
Blessings. Much love.
Peace.